Hello students, today we are going to continue class 11 physics chapter number 2, that is units and measurement. Now all the theory portion is over, so let us begin with the numericals. So first we will start with the textual illustration, and for that we will be starting with the first illustration, that is 2.1. Calculate the angle of 1 degree, 1 minute and 1 second. Use 360 degree is equals to 2 pi radian, 1 degree equals to 60 minutes and 1 minute equals to 60 seconds. So this is basically, we can say, we need to convert that. We need to convert this 1 degree into radian, 1 minute into radian as well as 1 second into radian. So first we will be solving part A, that is we want to convert this 1 degree into radian, right? So now onwards you need to remember this 360 degrees equals to 2 pi radian. That you already know that when we complete a circle, right? For a complete circle, its angle is 360 degree, and when we write that in the form of radian, it is equals to 2 pi radian, right? So you need to remember this 360 degrees equals to 2 pi radian, 1 degree is equals to 60 minute. This dash symbol shows minute, and if there is double dash, it shows the symbol of second. So 1 minute is equals to 60 second. So to convert this 1 degree into radian, see we are having this form, that is 360 degrees equals to 2 pi radian. Here there is degree, here it is radian, and we need to know the value of 1 degree. So we will be using this conversion first. 360 degree equals to 2 pi radian. Now see, here we want the value of 1 degree, right? So this 360 is to be divided over here. You can take the cross multiplication, taking this on the other side in the denominator, or you can also say dividing 360 on both these sides. That is also okay. So 1 degree, taking 360 over here in the denominator, it will be 2 pi by 360. Cancelling this out, we get 180. So it will be pi upon 180 radian. Putting this value of pi, that is 3.14 upon 180. When we calculate this, right, dividing 3.14 by 180, we get the value 0.01745 radian, right? Now see, now whenever we will be solving the numericals, you just need a 1 digit, and after that you need to shift the decimal point. As for it is okay to keep it like this, but it is better to shift. So shifting this decimal point by 2 places, that is over here and here after 1. So shifting the decimal point, we get 1.745. We have shifted by 2 at the 2 place, so it will be into 10 raised to minus 2 radian. So 1 degree is equal to 1.745 into 10 raised to minus 2 radian. Now remember, when we shift the point on the right hand side, that is on your right hand side, the power will be minus. When you shift the point towards the left hand side, it will be, the power will be in plus. Because most of the times this power sign, that for that you make mistake, right? So it is very important that you should write the power correctly. Now another is 1 minute. You need to convert 1 minute into radian, right? So see, here we are having, we have already converted degree into radian. Here we are having another conversion, that is 1 degree equals to 60 minutes, because here we are going to convert the minute. So we will be using this 1 degree equals to 60 minutes, right? You can write it vice versa. 60 minutes is equals to 1 degree. Now taking the 60 over here, because we want to find 1 minute. So 1 minute, dividing both the sides by 60 or taking 60 directly to the denominator part. Right? Now see, 1 degree, the value of 1 degree in radian that we have already got. Right? So 1 degree, that will be equal to 1.745 into 10 raised to minus 2 radian. 1.745 into 10 raised to minus 2 radian upon 60. So when we divide this, we get the value 0.0291 into 10 raised to minus 2 radian. Again shifting this decimal point towards the right by 2 places over here. So this 1 and 2, shifting it by 2, we get 2.91 into 10 raised to minus 2 into 10 raised to minus 2 radian. So minus 2, whenever we are having this as the product form, as we have already seen, a raised to m into a raised to n, that becomes what? A raised to n plus n. Using that formula, this you have already studied in mathematics, so it was 2.91 into 10 raised to minus 2 plus minus 2, that becomes minus 4. So 1 minute is equal to 2.91 into 10 raised to minus 4 radian. Now the third conversion, that is 1 second is to be converted into radian, right? So we will be using these conversions. 1 minute is equals to 60 seconds. 1 minute equals to 60 seconds. Or you can write it as 60 seconds equals to 1 minute. Now dividing both the sides by 60, or first you can write the value of 1 minute. Over here we got the value of 1 minute as 2.91 into 10 raised to minus 4 radian. So converting this minute into radian, you can write 2.91 into 10 raised to minus 4 radian. Right? Here we got the value of 1 second. So dividing both the sides by 60, we get 1 second equals to 2.91 into 10 raised to minus 4 upon 60. Right? When we divide this, we get the value 0.0485 into 10 raised to minus 4 radian. So again shifting this decimal point by 2 places, we get 4.85 into 10 raised to minus 2 and this into 10 raised to minus 4 radian. So minus 2 plus minus 4, that becomes minus 6. So it will be 4.85 into 10 raised to minus 6 radian. That is 1 second equals to 4.85 into 10 raised to minus 6 radian. So students, you need to remember these conversions. 360 degrees equals to 2 pi radian, 1 degree equals to 60 minutes, and 1 minute is equals to 60 seconds. As well as for the further numericals, if you can remember, you have to remember these also. 1 degree equals to 1.745 into 10 raised to minus 2 radian. 1 minute equals to 2.91 into 10 raised to minus 4 radian. And 1 second equals to 4.85 into 10 raised to minus 6 radian. Because for solving the numericals further, you need to convert that into radian, right? So these conversions are important to remember. So copy down this and we will be moving to the next illustration. Now second illustration, that is 2.2. A man wishes to estimate the distance of a nearby tower from of the tower C. So here a man is standing at this point A and he is standing in front of tower C. That is, this point C is nothing but tower. And spots a very distant object O in line with AC. That means this object O is very far away from this line, right? So he sees the object O which is very far away from the tower also, and he sees from his position, that is at A. He then walks perpendicular to AC up to B, a distance of 100 meter. That means a man which was standing at this point A, he moves 100 meter perpendicular to this line. That is line AC. He moves perpendicular to this line by 100 meter distance and comes to this point B, a distance of 100 meter, and looks at O and C again. After coming at this point, he looks at this object O and looks at this tower C, that is at point C again. Since O is very distant, the distance BO is practically same as AO. See, this object is very far away from the man as well as from the tower. So, this distance BO as well as this AO, it appears to be same, because we have already seen for the parallax method, right, that when the two observation points are taken from the diameter of the planet and we see the distant object, then from both the observation point to the distant object, the distance remains same. So here the same scenario is there. You can see these two observation points. First he is observing from A, then he is observing from B, and this object is very far away, right? So these AO and BO distance will be same. But he finds the line of sight C shifted from the original line of sight by angle theta degree, right? These line of sight, right? Because when he was standing over here, he can see straight away. But when he shifted to this point B, when he observes the tower, it makes some angle. That means because he is moving some distance, right? This C is not in line of sight, but from the original point, it has shifted by some angle theta, and that angle is equals to 40 degrees. See, this tower is not so far, right? So these line and these line cannot be considered same. So when he moves from this point to this point, it is shifted by some angle. That angle is given as 40 degrees. Estimate the distance of the tower C from his original position A. That means you need to calculate this distance AC. Distance AC is to be calculated over here. Now see, here it is making angle theta. This line is perpendicular. It is making a right angle triangle. So for this triangle ABC, we can use the trigonometric function. That is, here we are knowing the value of this 100 meter. We are not knowing this value. We are knowing the angle, right? We need this distance to be found. So we can use the tangent, that is tan theta for this, equals to, for this angle tan theta is equals to, that is opposite upon adjacent. Opposite, that is AB, upon adjacent, that is AC, right? Theta we already know, that is given as 40 degree. So we can write tan 40 degree equals to AB value, that is 100 meter, upon AC. And over here we need to find AC. So taking cross multiplication, AC over here and tan 40 degree in the denominator, we get AC equals to 100 upon tan 40 degree. Now see, now tan 40 degree, that you will be using the log book, right? From this taking the natural tangent from the log table, you need to take out this natural tangent page, and from that, because we are going to find tan 40 degree, see over here the first column shows the degree. That means these 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, these first column shows the degree, right? So from the first column you need to find 40, that is here we are having 40 degree. In that 40 degree, the first column for the minute, that is 0.8391. See, here it is 0.0 degree. That means here we are not given 40.1 degree or 40.2 degree. It is simply 40 degree. So we need to find the 40 degree, 40.0 degree. So 40 degree, in that we are having 0.8391. So the value of tan 40 degree is 0.8391 and its value is 119.71. So AC equals to 119.17 meter. So this is the distance from A to C, that is 119.7 meter. So you may copy down this numerical, then we will be moving to next numerical. Now the third illustration, that is 2.3. The moon is observed from two diametrically opposite points A and B on the earth. That means from the diameters of the earth, that is the two observation points A and B. From here the moon is observed and the angle that is subtended, that is theta. Theta subtended at the moon by the two directions of the observation is 1 degree 54 minute. That is the angle given over here is 1 degree 54 minute. Given the diameter of the earth to be about 1.276 into 10 raised to 7 meter. That is diameter of the earth, which is AB equals to, we have taken the symbol B, which is equals to 2.76 into 10 raised to 7 meter. Whenever we are solving the numerical, first of all you need to read the statement, and after that you need to write the data whatever is given. Over here we are given the value of angle as well as the value of the diameter. Compute the distance of the moon from the earth. That means we need to find the distance from the earth, that is whether we take from point A to moon or from B to moon, which is equals to D. We need to find this. Now see, this is the parallax method that we have seen, which is used to measure the distance of the far away objects, and for that we have already seen that theta equals to r upon radius. We have seen this formula. So over here theta is the angle, r that is over here the diameter, that is theta equals to b, over here that is r a. So it is nothing but the b upon radius. That means this is the radius, because if we consider this as the circle, right, it is moving like this, right, this is at the center and taking this as the center point, this becomes the radius of the circular path. So this radius is nothing but the distance between the earth and the moon, that is capital D, and we need to find this thing. So taking B as the subject, taking B over here and theta in the denominator, we get B upon theta. Now see, the value of B, that is in meter, but here this theta that is given in degree and minutes. So you need to convert that in the radian. So first converting this into radian. Here it is 1 degree 54 minutes, right? So we need to convert first this degree into minute, and as we know 1 degree equals to 60 minutes. So instead of 1 degree we can write theta is equals to, instead of 1 degree we can write 60 minutes, and over here 54 minutes, right? So that becomes 140 minutes, right? Theta is equals to 140 minutes, but we need to convert this into radian, and as I have shown that in the first numerical, we need to remember that 1 minute equals to 2.91 into 10 raised to minus 4 radian. So we need to substitute over here, that is theta equals to 114, and instead of this minute that will be equal to into 2.91 into 10 raised to minus 4 radian. When we multiply this, we get the value 331.74 into 10 raised to minus 4 radian. So we got the value of theta in radian, right? We are having the value of d over here, and now we need to find d. So using 2 in 1, what we get is, taking this formula, b equals to, value of b is 1.276 into 10 raised to 7. 1.276 into 10 raised to 7 upon the value of theta, that is 331.74 into 10 raised to minus 4. So the value that we are getting, when dividing this, we get 0.00385. Taking this minus 4 in the numerator, we get 10 raised to 7, and minus 4 when it is shifted up, it becomes positive. So that will be 0.00385 into 10 raised to 11 meter, right? Shifting this decimal point by 3, we get 3.85 into, as already said, when it is shifted to the right side, that is to be written in minus power, because if it is shifted by 3 places, it will be 10 raised to 3, because it is in right side, it will be minus 3. So d equals to 3.85 into, now see, minus 3 plus 11, that becomes 10 raised to 8 meters. So this is the value of the d, that is the distance between the earth and the moon, that is 3.85 into 10 raised to 8 meters. So students, you may copy down.